Hello, hello.
Hi. Hi, good to see you. Sweet. Very good. Well, we have another opportunity here. These opportunities are so great, so beautiful, so powerful. To join. We all have this longing to truly join, right? This deep longing to know that we are one, not just joined. And I feel that we, like joining in this purpose, gives us that experience. It breaks the other experience of separation and loneliness.
I just have to say, I realized we have a couple new people here. We have Lila, we have Lilo, and then Peter's cat is Lulu. We got Lila, Lilo, and Lulu. Just say that 3 times fast over and over.
And Lori. We're 2 Lori. Oh, that's awesome. And 2 Anna and 1 Ann.
We're all the same. Yeah. We're all one.
Yeah. That's very inspiring. I read a little bit in the course today from The Light You Bring. The Light You Bring. And it starts with minds that are joined and recognize they are can feel no guilt. Minds that are joined and recognize they are can feel no guilt. That is so good. They cannot attack, and they rejoice that this is so, seeing their safety in this happy fact. So because of this joining, you cannot feel any guilt, you cannot attack, and you will just rejoice that this is so. Their joy is in the innocence they see, and thus they seek for it, because it is their purpose to behold it and rejoice. So when we have this right-minded perspective, we will seek for innocence, and we will see it, and we will rejoice. Because everyone, it says in this chapter, everyone seeks for what brings him or her joy. And whatever that is given. Sometimes it is very twisted. The mind can seek joy in what is not joyful. And then that is what it gets. It says, you will rejoice at what you see because you see it to rejoice. You will rejoice at what you see because you see it to rejoice. So this seeking the joy, seeking to rejoice, we can't take away. That's what we always do. That's in our hearts. And you will rejoice at what you see because you see it to rejoice. And while you think that suffering and sin will bring you joy, so long will they be there for you to see. So that's interesting. So there is a very weird desire, can be, or has been, in the mind for suffering and sin. Nothing is harmful or beneficent apart from what you wish. It is your wish that makes it what it is in its effect on you. So that's very interesting. Nothing is harmful or beneficent apart from what you wish. That's a very powerful mind. If we think about, you think certain pills, certain food is beneficent, or you think other food or other things are harmful, but only because you wish it so. Otherwise, it has no power. That's nice. We can, start to use sugar pills or just the thought in the mind, I like that. And then, this is very beautiful because we have this longing to join, and this purpose to bring joy. When we learn that suffering isn't really giving us what we want, we will seek joy more and more and more. We will not seek guilt anymore. And on the way, we can take comfort. He's saying, you maker of a world that is not so, take rest and comfort in another world where peace abides. So we are invited to take rest and comfort in another world where peace abides. And this world you bring with you to all the weary eyes and tired hearts that look on sin and beats its sad refrain. From you can come their rest. From you can rise a world they will rejoice to look upon, and where their hearts are glad. In you there is a vision that extends to all of them and covers them in gentleness and light. And in this widening world of light, the darkness that they thought was there is pushed away until it is but distant shadows, far away, not long to be remembered, as the sun shines them to nothingness. And all their evil thoughts and sinful hopes, their dreams of guilt and merciless revenge, and every wish to hurt and kill and die will disappear before the sun you bring. That's quite a strong purpose and calling we have, to bring this light, to bring this sun wherever we go. Isn't it amazing? We're truly here to save the world. We're truly here to clear our minds so much that there is just this light that it will just shine and shine through us. Would you not do this for the love of God and for yourself? Or think what it would do for you. Your evil thoughts that haunt you now will seem increasingly remote and far away from you, and they go farther and farther off, because the sun in you has risen that they may be pushed away before the light. They linger for a little while, in twisted forms too far away for recognition, and are gone forever. It feels nice. I can really feel this in my life. Like I feel the weird things that were going on in the past, they're really far away now. There are vague memories but it's not like, when it kind of had you. It's when you had a grip or something, like in the past, when things were difficult and painful and relationships were hard and difficult. That feels very vague now, very very far away. And in the sunlight, you will stand in quiet, in innocence and wholly unafraid. And from you will the rest you found extend, so that your peace can never fall away and leave you homeless. Those who offer peace to everyone have found a home in heaven the world cannot destroy, for it is large enough to hold the world within its peace. So beautiful. So it's all about healing, the healing of perception, the release of misperception. And then it's this beautiful poetic last paragraph that I posted on Facebook today. In you is all of heaven. Every leaf that falls is given life in you. Each bird that ever sang will sing again in you. And every flower that ever bloomed has saved its perfume and loveliness for you. It's so beautiful. I think we can allow that in. We can just take a moment and sit with this powerful gift that it is to bring peace. To have no guilt. And to allow for this real, true joining. So yeah, maybe we will meditate more later. But this feels like a worthy introduction to today's session. Minds that are joined and recognize it so they can feel no guilt. So, shall we open up for sharing?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so great to have you all here. And in those sessions for you who are here for the first time, we have very relaxed and open time for sharing. If there is something on someone's heart that really feels important to explore.
Yeah, maybe I can share.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just been a day of feeling into this and this invitation. And yeah, with this topic of guilt. Yeah, I just feel it. with with things I want. And yeah, I kind of um I keep coming back actually to the thought I should be in community. And there is a spark, and that's why I reached out. Like, and that's also why I feel I want to start a community, and because I love it. And 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 then now with this invitation, I there is the feeling like I should.
Mm.
I should really accept it.
Do you know the first words David ever spoke to me in one-on-one person when I first met him? I must tell you, because he said, should is a word you never should use.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. So yeah, but I'm just I see, like, yeah, over this day, the things that draw me here, that attract me here, and yeah, and that makes me feel guilty that I want it, or that it's like, yeah, yeah, these are just a handful of things that why you're like, don't don't want to go, yeah. And,
Mm.
and then
Mm. Wow, it sounds
and
beautiful. It sounds beautiful that you have had a day of some signs coming in around what you like there.
yeah, you think so. Yeah, you think that's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just feels wrong to me. And like, okay, then try and stay here. And I have Matthew's story in my mind that he also had some ideas or something. I remember him sharing something, and I had ideas of doing this and this, and yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, just it's just a matter of time, and you're just gonna figure out that you've just been trying things. And
No, we're not here to judge anything or compare what is better, you know. And I think it's amazing that you want to start a community in Aarhus.
yeah, it feels amazing.
Yeah, an art community. Arts and Miracles art community.
But yeah, it just at the same time it feels like, yeah, there is some stuff to face, like maybe I don't know, like, yeah, I just I don't know. So I'm just really wanting to, yeah. I don't know.
Clear the guilt.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and just feel that like allowance of like just do what you love, go for what you love. And yeah, it's just so many thoughts that come up for me around these different things. And that's yeah, it's yeah, it gets a bit complex.
Mm.
And yeah, I just would like to, I don't know. I think I wanted to say I want to be cleared from this, what I think is spiritual or what I think is.
Yeah. Yeah, spirit can use everything. And to have fun, is important in awakening. It's like a happy, open heart is very receptive to spirit, and you can extend, and so I think as long as we don't make some kind of goal of a form, something in form, then we will get lost in that, but if your goal is spirit, and it can take so many forms. It can be, can be art, it can be whatever inspires you, and so I think it sounds like you have this feeling that you want to try there for a bit, because I don't think you should come here on a should.
No, I was just having this thought or feeling, okay, if it's not like 100% clear and I want to try these things, or maybe I should just allow myself to do it, and then it'll, yeah, I don't know, yeah, it seems like I've done it so often to like kind of cut everything, like, no, okay, it doesn't, like, not allow myself to try, and it's, but I'm afraid of that because I'm afraid of punishment or something. Yeah. And I want to just be convinced that that doesn't exist or something. Yeah.
Yeah, many years ago I was part of a church, and I had this strong inner feeling like I don't fit in anymore. It's too tight. My mind is too expansive. And I kept hearing the words, because I also was so doubtful. I thought it must be wrong to leave, this godly situation, church. But I kept hearing over and over and over, day in and day out, the Lord's corral is very wide. The Lord's corral is very wide. And to me, that meant, you have to expand, you have to leave this situation and go and explore and find out what is your path. This was many years before the course came into my life, but this idea that it's very wide, it was like this permission. I received permission to go. It was even to go against, it felt like going against this very strong, these strong ideas of this Christian church, of even heaven and hell, and the idea I could go to hell if I leave. There was so much guilt and fear that came up, but these words stopped ringing in my mind, And sometimes we need to allow some exploration, if not just for washing away this guilt, It's 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 good. I think sometimes we have made spirituality strict, or narrow, or we think it should look a certain way. But I think whatever opens our heart, and if like you have such prayerful heart, you just really want to be with the truth, you can't really go wrong, it's just to keep being true to that.
That's just amazing news. Amazing, actually, right? It's like how often that I've heard, like, you can't go wrong in this path, but I don't know, I just feel it a bit stronger now. I just, yeah, it's so hard for me to believe.
Yeah. And then if you try it for some time and then you start to long to be with us, we will just welcome you with open arms.
Big hug.
Yeah. It would be sweet and lovely. But yeah, it's, there is no should, Yeah, I shared a video from last year. We had a session like this, and it was sort of like I went into a very high state and almost like channeling my higher self. And in that session, it came through very clearly the importance of having fun. The word important, it's important to have fun, to be a happy learner. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it even says that in the course. A happy learner cannot feel guilty about learning. The Holy Spirit needs a happy learner in whom his mission can be happily accomplished. It's a nice section to read, The Happy Learner. Yeah. And the thing is, in this world, and this is for all of us, we have become confused about what happiness is and where to find it. That's why he talks the way he talks in the section I started reading. We seek joy in the wrong places sometimes. Joy in suffering isn't very fruitful. It's helpful for us to learn that we can be happy learners, happy students of the Holy Spirit. Because I believe what he says, this whole world is built from guilt. It came out of guilt. To release this world, we need to release our guilt. And we can't do that if we are unhappy. And he says, be you glad that you know where happiness abides. Be glad that you know that it is in you, in your mind. And sometimes we may forget and feel lost in guilt or difficult emotions. But that's just the time to pray and join and do your best. Just to do your best to release, to be willing to heal. Because then we can get these nice reflections, nice help if we're open. So yeah, thank you, Lilo, for sharing. Sending you a big, big hug there.
Thank you.
And just
So
be
much.
open, you know. Yeah, it feels like you have had a very prayerful day and seen some signs. And yeah, you can just take it moment by moment, day by day, and be very allowing.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh. Thank you. Well, maybe we go within for a meditation.
Mm-hmm.
And just relax again and just kind of release the shares, or yeah, just open the mind to spirit. And just see if there is something that you feel that you need help with. Maybe if you're stuck in something. And just have a full allowance for this. And even see it in your hand and hand it over to spirit. This feeling, this whatever you're experiencing. And when we get still like this in the mind, it has a natural direction. It knows the way home.
And we follow this way home by coming back to the present moment again and again. Anytime a judgment comes into the mind, we can gently forgive it. Gracefully release it. Returning to that ever-present always that is here right now. Letting ourselves be present with whatever is here.
And the spirit is literally in our minds saying, how can I help you? How can I support you? I love you. I'm here for you. It's loving, loving, loving voice. Saying, what do you need? Yeah, if there are more shares here, we can come back to the session, come back to group, because it's very, very helpful to be open and express if something is feeling heavy or difficult. We're really here to support the healing.
Feel like it's that part of the popcorn cooking where you kind of shake the pan a little bit. A few more kernels pop out.
Towards the end.
Like shake it a little.
First, you need to unmute.
Okay, hi, can you hear me now?
Much better.
Yeah, it looks like I need a new laptop, not
Yeah.
just a new phone.
I think you're right about that.
Yeah, I mean, the beauty of using the laptop is I can see everyone when I speak, but maybe it's okay. I just want to put on the altar this sense of ongoing restlessness. It feels like the impossibility of just sometimes just relaxing and dropping in. Yeah.
Thank you for naming that. Sometimes when there is restlessness, there is something being birthed. There is a next step or just, yeah, some guidance about your day. It's a nice, it doesn't feel nice to be restless, but you can use it for prayer. You can channel it into prayer, this restlessness. Maybe go for a walk or a jog and let the restlessness come into a prayer,
But also there is a sense of, I can feel there is a sense of sadness. Like I wish I can, like even something about, I wish I can drop this impulse to control, and just to trust that my parent, my true parent, is in control. Yeah, I feel this is my prayer now. It's just,
yeah, thank you. It feels like a very good and helpful prayer. Asking your true parents to lead you. Keep practicing that. It's good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dirk?
Oh, can you hear me? Yeah. Oh, works good. Yeah. I felt, or I feel, to send you loving greetings.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope you. How was your arrival? How was your first day?
Oh, it was good. I feel I brought a sense with me. And to stay really present. And I feel it's growing in me.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and I have a strong longing for presence, for peace, no matter what's going on, seemingly. So that's my first choice. I feel doubts. Now I feel doubts, and even yeah, but to do my prayer, and yeah, be open. So for each situation, each day, and yeah, it's growing, and that's good. Yeah, so it has I think I brought a lot with me from these weeks with you.
Yeah.
This beautiful community, and yeah, I'm very grateful. So I felt, oh, it's beautiful to say thank you to all of you in Spain, and, for your support. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And now I see in this meeting again how important it is to communicate, to join.
Beautiful. Well, I'm glad to hear you're just practicing the presence, coming back. Yeah.
Yes, that's my intention. And yes, yeah, it's good. Feels good.
Wonderful.
It feels right. Yeah. Therefore, yeah, that's good.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, joining here tonight, today, and just let this spirit, sunlight, sunbeam be in you.
Yeah, and for those of you that are new, we have these evening sessions Mondays and Thursdays, and then we have morning sessions on Sundays and Wednesdays at 8:30 a.m. Spain time. So it'd be great to see you again, as always.
It would be beautiful. Okay, and if you want to read what I read from, it was the light you bring in the course. Have a wonderful rest of your day and evening. Good night.
Good night. Love you all.